Hello, welcome along to episode 136 of the Don Michele sponsored A View from Section C. Senior, how's
Junior,
your... Well, it's Tuesday. We're back to normality.
is it
So, how are
Tuesday?
you doing?
I'm okay. I'm good, Junior. It's a strange time in work when you're actually going into work to calm down for the weekend. Normally, you go to your work and you get you're ranting about work, but guess what? I went to work and I've calmed down. Just that's me. That's me. Just got over Friday's game. United's VAR situation on Saturday. Stars game on Sunday. That's is just really doing to normal now. So I'm doing good.
Good.
Until until we start the game fucking previews and reviews.
Listen,
Oh,
let's no think about that just now, right? Let's are we
let's cheer
thank you.
somebody up.
Well, before we cheer somebody up, somebody cheered us up. How we thank you to our wee pals. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Amy
Have
and her
you ate it
mum
already?
Sue.
Have you ate it already?
Cheers, demolished.
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 Yes,
Yeah.
that cheesecake was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Although it was for Shannon, me and Shannon shared it. I would have preferred maybe a white chocolate in rather than a chocolate orange. But listen, we're grateful for it. We are like.
Well, come on, Junior. I got mint. I got mint and chocolate. Oh my god, it was amazing.
I'll tell you.
And Asda or Tesco's, any of the two, whatever it was, pot of double cream, right over it, that what.
Oh,
Outstanding.
the
Outstanding.
salted
It says to
caramel
Sue,
brownies.
you know what? The only downside of the cheesecake, right? And I told Sue this, was it to share it with your mum.
Shannon and I shared that. Shannon, it was too sick. It was too sickening.
That was amazing.
Shannon's not a big Shannon likes cheesecake, but she's not a big fan of cheesecake. It's got to have a really thick biscuit base. And she said, "This is the perfect biscuit base."
Your mum said the same. I was just spot on. Wasn't it too sweet or nothing? It was just perfect.
Yeah, it was a good cheesecake. However, the salted caramel brownies were unbelievable.
Wouldn't have Ken, you never shared them.
Well, you gave us the bag.
Wouldn't have Ken, you never shared them.
The the gold bar. Oh my god, the gold bar.
Yeah. Go to say it again. Wouldn't have Ken, you never shared that.
I don't care about your fucking chocolate mint cheesecake, do I?
Well,
exactly. Back in your box.
However, did you see Sue's Facebook?
No.
Homemade steak pie.
We're getting homemade steak pies?
No, she made it.
Oh, I thought you said we were getting homemade steak pies.
Oh, gee. You never know. That'll be it. She'll turn up. Wait till I microwave we to the games now. She'll turn up with steak patties and carrots and all. However, on a serious note, right? I did say to Sue that we'd give a wee shout out to Amy. She's got to go through a wee operation on her eye, right? I think the operation's tomorrow, so hopefully you'll get this out before she goes into hospital. She'll maybe hear it before she goes in, but I did say we will mention it. And her mum was happy enough for me to mention it, by the way, just in case. So all the best to Amy for tomorrow for her wee operation. Hopefully everything will go well. And yes, we will see her at the games at the weekend again.
Yeah. I'll tell you that. That lassie will do anything to get out of scale. Anything. Going for an operation now. God almighty, honestly. Less said the better. But no, hopefully everything goes okay and speedy recovery, and hopefully we see it at the game for the weekend. But in all seriousness as well, you hate to stop game with so many fucking cakes. Well, actually, it's fine up until Christmas. After Christmas, I think we'll hate to stop again. But we do appreciate it.
Stop in January.
They are good, but yeah. But we were happy. So Senior, we will make someone else happy. It is our Don McKaylee competition. So obviously we had fifth manager up for grabs, and it was basically how many points were we going to get for the weekend. And 17 people got it correct that we were going to get 0 points. Matthew Forbes, Derek Whitten, Davy Sim, fucking hell. Jimmy Taylor, Callum Walker, Reece Sharp as well. Paul Petrie, Nairn Brunton. You can tell the negative Nellies are in this draw, Jimmy Devlin, Rhea Suter, Nicola Thompson, Sharon Strachan, Joey Turnbull. There's another negative Nelly. Scott Marshall, Ian Stonebridge, another negative Nelly. Claire Danan and Stuart McGregor. So, yes, 0 points from the weekend. We'll get a wee shuffle to see who is going to win. Just so you Ken that it's not fixed, because he's still like somebody was shouting at me across the car park the other week about it being fixed again. Can't mind what it was. Right, let's spin the wheel. Let's see who is going to win this week's voucher. He's going to be raging. His name was next. So, congratulations, Claire Danan. You are our winner this week. Stoney's going to be raging. It's going to be hilarious.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, well.
So, well done to Claire. I'm sure Junior will reach out to you. Get the voucher organised.
I will.
And a table for 4.
And a table for 4. Senior. Well, it's for me and Shannon, is it not? Let's look at, well, there's not really an Axis Property sponsored Rockets talk this week because there was no games. It was a weekend off for the Rockets. Nobody played. But there is a double-header away this weekend. So Stars have a double-header at home. Rockets have a double-header away. Saturday night, they're away to our good friends in Kilmarnock. And then Sunday, they are away to Cambuslang to play the Paisley Pirates at the Braehead Arena. Relatively straightforward Saturday, I would think. Senior, Sunday.
Yeah. Sunday.
Different game, I think, from what would be the home game.
Yeah. I see Paisley went and signed somebody else during the week. The guys at Keegan Cairns or something.
Might be Fife.
Aye. Signed him as well.
Signed for the Flyers, yeah.
Yeah. So they signed him as well. So they seem to be loading up.
Yeah.
However, I would still expect the Rockets to win.
Yeah.
It's a big ice pad. I'd like to think that they've got a lot more room on that ice. Yeah. I would say nothing less than 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
They'll win convincingly on Saturday. Like what I've always said, it depends on what they want to do, whether they want to rack a score up or whether they want to save boys for Sunday and then go for it on the Sunday. But I would expect 4 points, to be honest with you.
Yeah, indeed. I'm the same. And I think that weekend there'll be a goalie split, I would assume, and that Simpson will get probably the Saturday game and Dale the Sunday. Maybe actually play Dale Saturday just to give him a wee bit of ice time and then keep him sharp for Sunday's game as well. But hopefully a full team. Hopefully McGiffin is back as well. Obviously Cam missed the last 2 games. So it'd be good to have him back in the lineup, hopefully. Full roster needed for that game against Paisley.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. You need everybody available for that.
So, let's see, not much talk on Rockets talk. So, we will look at the MBE Balloting Services sponsored Two-Way Watch. New addition to Two-Way Watch this week, Senior.
Yeah, we did. We spoke about this on Friday night, didn't we?
Two games as backup for the Belfast Giants in Dundee Rockets netminder Dale Shearer. was good to see him on the bench. I've never seen him in the warm-up because they decided to gravel the warm-up. He must be coming back from an injury. Like, that must be the only reason that he took the warm-up and then didn't play. It's just to give him some ice time. And
that was strange, wasn't it?
But they could only have 2 on the ice, so that's the problem, that they couldn't put Dale out there for a warm-up as well. But why even bring him? Like, why bring him if he's not going to play?
Because it's, you know what, I've seen it with skaters before, right? Guys go out and they do the warm-up, but you know they're not playing. I found it really strange that they would date with a netminder. But like you, unless he's maybe just coming back for a wee niggle, and they think getting him across here on a ferry and warming up for 20 minutes each night and then a ferry back again is better than leaving them in Belfast, then that's how they roll, is it? Yeah.
So, well done to Dale being called up on a 2-way with the Giants for the 2 games in obviously at DIA and then against Glasgow on the Saturday. Aberdeen Lynx, they only had 1 game this weekend. It was the 2nd leg of their Scottish Cup against Kilmarnock. 10-1 win for the Lynx, 20-4 on aggregate. Jayden did not play in the game. However, Jayden did strip up for the Stars on Friday night with Rio. Jayden, no ice time. However, Rio with 9 minutes and 4 seconds of ice time.
Yeah. Didn't get me started about that. The 9 minutes, 4 seconds for Rio, great. Brilliant. The 0 minutes and 0 seconds for Jayden Baxter is ridiculous. Why?
Sorry. You mean bash?
Why even do that? Why? Right? They've brought him up. We were struggling. We were out of the game. Give him a couple of shifts. Go and give him a couple of shifts. Even if it means it's Rio that misses out. I'm not asking him to go and throw him into the deep end. We and say Kylie sits on the bench or Garrigan sits on the bench. Switch him with Rio. Give him a couple of shifts. And just let him get out there and let him go and go and play. But I found it absolutely pointless. Now I can understand it, right, if we're in the game, but now this is where I will say it. We were bish. Right? And how the laddie just didn't even get 1 shift is beyond me. Like, and I wasn't the only one that said that. And as I say, if it was Rio that had to sit for a couple of shifts in, sit Rio for a couple of shifts. Doesn't need to be every shift. Just sit him for a couple of shifts. Throw Jayden in, see what we get out of him. We'll not know if they're going to leave him sitting on the bench.
Well, certainly. You've already mentioned one of the players. I thought I could have sat on the fucking bench for him.
Well, yeah. At least said the better. But good to see Rio's ice time up close now to the double figures. Really good. And you know what? The laddie doesn't let me do it. It's not his natural role that he's playing when he plays for us. But he just goes in and he just gets in about it. He doesn't really care, does he?
Yeah.
Just gets in amongst it. And I thought he played well in that time that he was on the ice.
Yeah.
But for Jayden, yeah.
But SNL Table Senior, we had our first loss of the season for the Caps, which is great. Love it. 12 wins through 13, so they're on 25 points. They're level on points with Whitley, 25 points as well. Rockets still 4th, again 4 games in hand on Whitley, 5 games in hand on the Pirates, and a game in hand on the Caps. They've got 19 points through 12 games. So, quite a bit of hockey still to play, obviously, but Rockets still are right in amongst it. 6 points behind 2nd and first place.
Yeah. It goes to show that the Caps are beatable, eh?
100%.
It's just a pity that they picked up the 1 point. But it goes to show that teams could go and beat them, and it's good for the Rockets. As I said, I don't know how many times they play one another, but Rockets will certainly play them at least another twice, 3 times maybe.
Yeah, it's another home and away.
Yeah, and then we've got Whitley Bay that'll play them again. Paisley, Kessels will probably end up playing them again. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the Rockets to win their games and everybody else to start taking points off of one another, namely, and more so the Caps.
Yeah, definitely. Senior, I suppose we better speak about it. It is our 51 Club sponsored game reviews. We were at home on Friday night to the Belfast Giants. Giants went 1-0 up through chubby, Bass at 15:57. David Goodwin made it 2 at 17:03, end of the first period. Stars scored the only goal of the second period. Spencer Nass, assisted by Dow and Almquist at 34:10 on the power play. I may as well say it for you. 13 fucking seconds. Jake Godet, 40-13, made it 3-1 Belfast. And then Jordan Kawaguchi on the power play at 49-14. Made it Dundee Stars 1, Belfast Giants 4.
Yeah. It ended up being a dreadful game of ice hockey. When they went 1-0 up until that point, it was I struggled to see where we were going to get the goals from. That was it. There doesn't seem to be like a plan B. It was like we were the way we were playing was like we were the away team, and I do understand maybe why we went with that tactic, because Chris wasn't playing, because Jax wasn't playing. So you're thinking 2 of your top 4 D-men are probably out. So what do? Big Jurgens goes to the bat again, who I thought played very, very well again. But you've got to change it up. And we ended up playing it like a road game. And probably for the first 10, 15 minutes, I thought we did okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2 minutes, we went to sleep and it was 2 backdoor goals. And that's it. At that point, you're thinking, we've got to come out here. We've got to at least win the second period. So we're still in the game, which we did. And it was 1-0, so it went to 2-1. I'm thinking, here we go. And I say that, and I'm not the only one to say that. I would love to be a fly on the wall at the end of periods, listening to what goes on in there. Because whatever it gets said is right out the window within seconds. And I'm sure you'll probably show a graphic for the Guildford game that shows exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's like we've crawled our way back, we've fought our way back to get to 2-1 in a game that we should never really be in, let's be honest with it, because we were poor. We're in it at 2-1 and you're suddenly thinking, we've got momentum going here. The crowd are back into it. And within 30 seconds, that's it, game's up the pole. 13 fucking seconds.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Just not good enough.
Yeah.
Just not good enough, Junior. Too many. For me, I don't know what it is, right? But I don't know if it's the coach, I don't care if it's the tactics, I don't know if it's players. I don't know.
Yeah.
But something is not right within the dressing room. And people can see that on the ice. When you've got big moves like me, it shout quite a lot during the game. Right? But you've probably noticed I've been a wee bit quiet now because I'm getting used to it. And Donna shouted. And you've got players like Kylie looking up at her.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you looking at her for? Go on with your game.
Yeah.
What on earth is that going to achieve? You standing staring at a fan? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Which would
just
be
all year game.
2 seasons in a row now.
Yeah. Look, I know that players will be frustrated as well, right? Because listen, they're not turning up to games expecting to get bit. Right. However,
well, I am.
Well, but that's the problem. That's the problem we've got now. That fans are expecting to get bit. This is the worry now, and I took to social media. There was a lot of stuff on social media, probably more so after the Guildford game though, rather than the Belfast game. But even at the Belfast game though, I said something has to happen. We cannot sit with the status quo, because if we sit with the status quo, we're going to end up with what happened on Friday, what happened on Sunday, and it's going to happen every game. Because we either need to bring in replacements for the guys that are injured or reinforcements. We need to bring in players and potentially let others go. Now, if the club aren't doing it, and according to the coach, the club aren't doing it, then someone else has got to happen. Because we just can't keep going through this weekend in, weekend out.
Yeah.
And I did think, right, and I know that people says to me when they listen to the interview that it was good that he gave an honest assessment and it kept the fans updated. I don't think he should have done that.
No.
To me, that should have been kept in-house. If the owners are not going to bring in reinforcements, then he shouldn't have even touched on that. He's maybe done it because a couple of weeks before that he says that he was looking to make a couple of changes. Well, that's how he's got to say. I was looking to make a couple of changes. He could have bullshitted his way out of it and says, but players weren't available.
Or it didn't work out.
It didn't work out, that's right. Don't turn around and say, I spoke to the owners and they've said I'm not getting any replacements or reinforcements. That certainly doesn't help the situation. No. Because what's happened now, in my opinion, is people are now looking at the owners instead of what's happening on the ice.
Yeah.
I said it, right? It costs money, Junior, right? It costs a lot of money to run this club. Let's no be daft about this, right? It costs a lot of money to run this club. We've not got the biggest budget. And I know people will say that we've got the highest season ticket price and stuff like that. Right? So be it, because you've got to get money.
Yeah.
We probably average 1,700, 1,800 again, maybe. Which is nothing compared to everybody else, apart from like the Fife and Manchester, but everybody else. Look at Glasgow. There's 3,000 people going through that door.
Mm-hmm.
If they go into a slump, they'll maybe go down to about 2,500.
Yeah.
But if you bring in players, you've got to pay money for them, right? If you bring in players and let players go, you have to pay money for the guys coming in, and you have to pay out the contracts for the guys that are leaving. If you get rid of the coach, you have to pay the coach off, and then you've got to pay money again to bring a new coach in, unless you promote from within.
Mm-hmm.
It's all money. And that's why I think maybe Mark, in hindsight, probably shouldn't have said that.
No, he shouldn't have. And you've nailed it on the head. You know, it's no cheap to run a hockey club. No. And you look at it, you know, the owners have done it for 25 years. And for Mark, I'm going to be honest, for Mark to shit on them the way he did, completely unprofessional.
I think
he'll have just been like a comment of, you know, just told the last few days it's not going to happen. So we know it's not going to happen. He's probably threw them under a bus.
He's probably thinking that he's keeping the fans informed. Well, you know what? To keep the fans informed, just tell the fans didn't work out.
Yeah.
There was a player there didn't work out, and that's it. That's all fans need to know.
Yeah.
Okay? But listen, Junior, we had Hutch on the show, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And Hutch wanted to get players. And what was the question he got asked? If you bring in new players, will they get you away from 8th, 9th or 10th up to 5th or 6th. And if you guarantee that for me, I'll get you the players. We bring in players now. I think it would be difficult to bring in players now. Yeah. When they look at our results, they look at our position. Yeah. Are they going to come into a 9th place team? And are they going to be, as one or even two players, going to be that good that they lift us up to, let's say, 6th place? They're not. Because if they're that good, they'll be snapped up by elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Belfast game was really poor.
Listen, for me, it doesn't come down to, we need reinforcements. We do. There's no getting away from that. We do need reinforcements. We've got, Bean was out injured. Jack's went out injured. Chris has been out injured for 3 weeks. We will touch on it in the next one. Jarrett's now out injured probably. Yeah. We probably do need reinforcements. But it's no through the lack of players that we have on the ice that's causing the performances. The performances is just down to we're piss poor right now. We are absolutely piss poor. Wow. Some players just didn't look like they want to be here.
Yeah, and that's it for me. And you know what? Only the players will know themselves. We don't know. Like, as fans, we could look at it. Like, we've been through it with United, right? When they were talking about Mulgrew and Edwards downing tools. I wouldn't like to say we've got players that have downed tools. I wouldn't. No. I think for me, players are they're going through the motions. They're maybe through the dummy at the pram, but I don't think they're down tools.
Well, someone probably has. Look at your man of the match senior for that game.
God, it was that long ago, Junior. What did I think? I thought I had a good game. I thought the goalie played well again. And I thought Jurgens played well. I'm trying to think what else went through the team. Cruz.
Yeah. I was tempted, genuinely, because of the 9 minutes and 4 ice time that he gave absolutely everything. I was tempted to give it to Rio Page. Really was. Look at the bigger picture. I'm probably going to go Jurgens. I thought he was solid again. And actually, you can actually see the appreciation from Cruz a lot of the time when he's on the ice. A lot of the time. He always. I actually thought he was going to square up to him.
I was going to say that. There was one point something had happened and he just barreled right round at him. Yeah, went right towards him. I thought, let's see what I shout at him for. But no, he was commending him on a defensive play.
Yeah.
Get what? I didn't mind Jurgens at the back, eh?
No, I really don't. Yeah, I like him. I like it. Yeah. It's funny because I said at the start of the season, I was really unsure of Jurgens, especially coming from Kilmarnock. I thought, listen, he might listen in. Apologies if he does listen in. I thought he was a bit like a donkey at Kilmarnock. I didn't think he was a player at all. I just thought he was a boy that just wanted to go out hitting boys and try and fight folk that weren't fighters because he wouldn't fight the big boys.
Junior, get what?
I actually think he's a decent player.
I want him to do that now.
I know. But I actually think he's a decent player.
Yeah.
He's got some shot on him as well, to be fair.
What I will say with Jurgens, right? He's maybe no blessed with a massive amount of skill, but what he's got is a big heart. And he gives you 100% every game. That is one thing about him. Whether he's a forward or whether he's a D-man, he will play for the team.
Yeah.
But for me, I thought Cruz kept in it for a long, long time.
Yeah. So no game on Saturday. We travelled down to Guildford on Saturday. And this happened. Jake Kugler put Guildford 1-0 up at 11:03. Cole Ulley made it 18:04 on the power play. 47 seconds into the second period, Josh Waller, 28:47, made it 3. Cole Ulley with his second at 29:31 on the power play. Josh Nixon, 34:54. Jackham 36-15. He then got his second on the power play at 37-45. End of the second period. Next sites made it 8 at 44-57. And Keanu Yamamoto, assisted by Bean and Kylie at 58-48 on the power play with a consolation goal for the Stars. Senior.
The hell was that?
What the hell was that?
To play that, have you?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. That's what it is. Absolutely embarrassing. Again, what was it 47 seconds? And then 4 goals in less than 10 minutes. It's like when we go behind, it's like, fuck it, we can't be bothered playing. But that is embarrassing. That is probably one of the worst results that the Stars have had in a league. I feel sorry for the people that went in to watch that game. I really do.
Certainly been the worst result since maybe the Dan Seaman days and then Hutch's last year. But actually, Mason, we got pumped quite a lot as well, to be fair. You
know what? This team is beginning to look like a Jeff Mason team.
It's been coached like a Jeff Mason fucking team.
And again, what the worrying thing about it? See, if we could say anything positive about Mason, right? Mason tried to play a lot of young boys, right? He brought a lot of first-year pros in, and everybody says to him, "It's not the way to go," and it failed miserably. The boys we've got are seasoned pros. Yeah. You'd have thought that they would have had a wee bit more about them and a wee bit more pride. But I'll tell you now, Guildford could beat us on any given day, but no bet 8 goals to 1. They're no 8-1 better than us. And that's how I said, the Giants game, something's not right. Because those results do not happen to us at all.
No.
It's just, it's embarrassing. Some players, I'm not saying them are right, but some players should take a good hard look at themselves, right? And he'll look at the front of the jersey rather than the name on the back of the jersey. I've said it before. If they didn't want to be here, go and speak to the coach and ask to be released. If you didn't want to be here, just go. I'm sure the coach will oblige if he can get somebody else in.
Yeah.
The owners are saying he can't get anybody else in. That's right, because they'll not be wanting to either pay somebody off, like what I've said, or pay to carry an extra import. If somebody wants to leave to free up budget, see ya.
Yeah.
Bring somebody else in.
I just wish that one boy would ask to leave, but he keeps fucking coming back.
To me, there's more than him, pa. There's more than him.
There's definitely more than him, but he's the biggest culprit right now. And I'm honestly sick. I'm honestly fed up with seeing fucking Cameron and Kylie's puss on that bench.
But and saying that though, you
first ever player call out on the podcast.
Yeah.
Other than Tyler Brickler.
But listen, see, I get what you're saying, right? And say he does go, and you bring somebody else in, is that going to mark us a 5th, 6th, 7th place team?
It won't, but I don't think it's the fact that he just, I'm not even going to get into it because you're going to wind us up about him. and I'll hate to phone Kath Anderson about
it. You and Kath could meet for a coffee in the morning and go and speak about it. But
yeah,
you're right, Junior. You know what? We've in 136 episodes, I don't think we've ever done it.
No.
I don't think
I'm done with it. I'm fucking done with it.
And it's yeah. And get what? I think Mark's done with it because he's went from second line centre to fourth line with Gary, and no disrespect, a two-way player in Real. Yeah. That goes to show how much his performances have dipped because the coaches had the fucking bollocks to say, right, that's it. If you're not performing, you're going down the lines.
Listen, we said it the last couple of weeks that we reckoned that he was benched after mistakes, and we must have been correct that he was benched because he is on that fourth line now. And again, he's the wrong type of player to have on the
100%.
fourth line.
Yeah, 100%.
One, he doesn't do that type of job. And two, the stuff that, the times that he does play, like on that second line, he might create a chance for someone, but he's totally non-existent on a fourth line now, completely. Yeah. What I really didn't get is the fact that he's then still on the power play units.
See, I must admit, right, it depends on how the power play unit goes. But I get it, right? Because he can finish, right? If you give him a chance, he can finish. He is a skillful player. What I don't see from him, though, is he wants it to happen for him instead of him making it happen. That's what I see.
I get
when the going gets tough. Still. When the going gets tough, right? The tough get going. Yeah. I'm sorry, but we're going through the mire at the moment, and he doesn't want to be seen.
No, listen, I get why he's on the power play. He's an import. If he's not an import, he's on his fucking arse.
But there'll be other because there'll be other imports that didn't play the power play.
Exactly, they probably could do a better job than him.
Yeah, but if there is other imports that could do a better job, why is he getting played then? He's not getting played on the power play because he's an import.
I think it is.
Nah.
I'd rather play Johnny McBean on that power play than him.
There's no just Johnny. There's others there that could play on the power play instead of him. But
I'd put Jaden Baxter on that power play.
He has that pair of lads got to step on the ice first. But we're in the mire. There's no other way of saying it, right? Well, there is, but I get into trouble for swearing a lot on the podcast now, so I'm not going to behave. But I don't know what there is no magic wand, right? And that's a worrying thing for me. Is there is no magic wand. Mark's came out and said what he said about players, so guess what? This is what we're left with. Unless something dramatically happens.
Yeah. Biggest worry for me right now is Jarrett Fisk on Sunday night. Helped off the ice. I've heard rumours that it's an ACL tear. So on the supporters page, somebody put it on that. But again, a lot of folks spoke a lot of shite on that page over the weekend. So, might not be as bad as that, but certainly couldn't put any weight on his leg whatsoever.
Yeah, that is a big concern. And then, no disrespect to Dom, right? But what do you now do, right? If it is confirmed the season-ending injury, what do you do? Do you just sit with Cruz and have Dom backing up every game? And if we're getting pumped and Dom has to go in, or if Cruz gets injured and Dom has to go in, do you just go with it? Do you go with these two? And potentially maybe change up elsewhere? Or does the club have to go and get another goalie? That's... Yeah, and I know Mark said that, and this was before Jarrett's injury. Mark had said, "No, I've been told I'm not getting to bring in any reinforcements." The hands might be dead now, depending on what's happened with Jarrett.
Yeah,
or they might turn around and say, "Right, again, you're bringing this goalie. What's this goalie going to do?"
Yeah. I think we just fucking go with Cruz and Dom, and let's get another import forward in. Or D-man, whatever we need.
Yeah, that's for me. It's you know what, Junior. I'll tell you, it's going to come down to Cruz. I would think, right?
Yeah.
Because if Cruz could think he could play every game, or let's say 90-95% of the games between now and the end of the season, then you run with Dom as the backup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Cruz has played as many games as that before in season, so it might be how Cruz goes.
I hate to. We'll come into it in previews soon, but when you look at the fixtures over the festive period, Cruz. So away to Belfast on Sunday the 21st, away to Manchester on Tuesday the 23rd. Boxing Day, we're away to Glasgow, so just 3 days after the Manchester game, we're then at home to Glasgow on Saturday the 27th. Then it's away to Fife on the home at Fife on the 30th, away to Fife on Hogmanay. So, and then you've got New Year's Day off, the 2nd off, and then you've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 3rd and 4th, away to Cardiff, home to Guildford.
Yeah.
All in the space of from the 21st of December.
I know.
So I don't think you'll be able to cope with all that.
Nor do I. And I'll be honest with you, Junior, I wouldn't expect any goalie. This is no dig at Emil Cruz, by the way, right?
No.
Oh, but then I think Cruz could do that. I don't think any goalie could do that.
No. No. And if they do, they're superhuman.
Yeah. But I think it's probably too soon for Dom to be starting games. If Jarrett's out, then I think they might be able to bring in another goalie for someplace. But it's trying to get somebody,
Yeah, no. So here is the league standings after a very poor 0-point weekend. Fife with a 4-point weekend, still in 10th place, 2 points behind us now. Stars with 5 games in hand on them. So 5 points through 16. Stars still in 9th on 7 points through 11. Cumbernauld in 8th, 10 points through 15. Guildford 7th, 14 through 15. Glasgow in 6th, 17 points through 14 games. Manchester down to 5th, 19 points through 15. Belfast keeping up into 4th, level in points. Manchester, but having played 2 games less. Cardiff still in 3rd, 23 points through 16 games. And another rechange between Nottingham and Sheffield at the top. 2nd place, Nottingham again, 25 points through 15. And the Sheffield Steelers, 26 points through 16 games.
It's not good for you.
Senior, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Well, after that weekend, Junior, there's not really much good to talk about. I can't see any good there. Rio's ice time, but probably it's over. That weekend's gone. It's in the past now. That's about the only good thing I could say about last weekend. The bad is, we've just touched on it there, is the injury to Jarrett. That, depending on what comes out about that, hopefully it's short term. If it's long term, it's a blow for him, it's a blow for the club. And we'll see what happens with that one. And the ugly was the result against the Guildford Flames, and then the result in social media that came piling in behind that. It is not a good time to be a Stars fan at this point in time. So that's it. All done. A quick good, bad, and the ugly.
All done. I was gonna, you know what? I'm looking at how long we've already recorded the show, and I was going to touch on the ugliness that was social media on Sunday into Monday. Senior, I didn't want you to elaborate on it. I'm just going to make a wee statement here, okay? I didn't need you to elaborate on it because I know that we'll end up getting a big conversation about it. But I'm telling you now, to everyone listening, may not be his best season, but Dryden Dow is not the fucking problem. Okay? I'm telling you now, he is not the fucking problem. Moving on. Liam Mean Tattoo sponsored game preview senior. We have him games this week. Saturday we are at home to second place Nottingham Panthers with a 7 p.m. face-off. And then on Sunday we are at home to first place Sheffield Steelers with a 5 p.m. face-off. Looking at Nottingham Senior, we've reviewed them quite a lot already this season. I actually think we don't. I think we play them all before New Year, or we've only got maybe one game left in the New Year to play against them. It's almost like they're just thinking, let's get the Dundee games out the way. I think, right, I'm going to go on a wee limb here, okay? I think the league are trying to set up Nottingham to win it this year with the way their fixtures are running. I believe they've got 2 triple headers. Let's move on. Panthers, Ross Armour, 10 goals in 15 games. He is their top goal scorer in the league. And then Fossier and Harris, the both joint top point scorers, 17 points in 15 games. But again, they have a massive spread of point production throughout that team.
Yeah. Like, we only played them that week. I
know.
And
they were pish.
They're second in the league, right? But
because we're like Belfast, they were pish.
They weren't that very good against us. They're sitting second in the league. Yeah. But and I'll say again, if we go out there and play to our potential that we know is in that team, we could beat them. They're beatable. And the game that we played there the other week, I firmly believe that we could have beaten them because they weren't. You wouldn't look at them as a neutral and think, "Fuck, that team." When they came to play us, that's the team at the top of the league. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Because they weren't that good. But they get timely scoring, and as you say, they've got depth, and that's what gets them through it. Depth and 2 good goalies.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely is. I think we're going to struggle.
You're going to ask me to predict, are you?
Yeah, I am.
I'm still going to do it. I'm going to say we're winning.
So am I.
I think we're going to cause a wee bit of a shock this weekend in both games. So I'm going to go that we're going to shut them down, and it's going to be a low-scoring game.
I say we're going to shut them out. I was going to say, no, we're not.
No, that'll not. But it'll be close. I think it'll be 3-2 Stars.
So I've said 4-2 Stars. I think we're going to score an empty netter, and Abdi's going to be celebrating like fuck.
Yeah.
Sunday, the Sheffield Steelers, Mitchell Balmas, joint top points scorer in the league this season, 20 points through 16 games. Harper, 5 points in his last 5 games. And obviously this time, just because it is, I'll give him a wee shout out for you. Your wee pal, the golden boy, Robert Dowd, 13 assists in 16 games so far this season.
What about my other pal? You're not mentioning my other pal?
Nah, I'm not mentioning him because he's a wee dick.
Not mentioning him. Right, okay.
We'll just shout abuse him when he comes on ice, it's fine.
Yeah. This is going to be a hard one. I'll tell you. I think that this game will be a lot harder than the Nottingham game. And depending on the outcome of the Nottingham game, might go a long way into deciding what happens on the Sunday.
Yeah.
And again, we're going to come down to if Jarrett's no fit and we're getting absolute doing on the Saturday, what the fuck do we do on Sunday with the goalie? You run him again, do you? You know what I mean? You've got to play him again.
Yeah.
And that would be it. That would be a worry. They're a good side. Actually, I think they're better than Nottingham. And I know they've struggled in games against them recently, but I think Sheffield will begin to put games together. They'll start the string of results together. And I'll tell you, Mitchell Herd, as much of a dick he is, right, he's a good player. I've said it before. Even when he was at Glasgow, I said he was a good player. He's now a good player playing in a very good team.
Yeah.
Right? You'll begin to see a different Mitchell Herd play for them because of the guys that are around him than what he did at Glasgow, especially at the start of this season when he went non-existent. So, yeah. And it'll be good to see my wee mate again, wee Dowdy.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I hope we pump the wee Dix team anyway.
yeah.
And I'm going to go for a 3-point weekend, Junior. I think Sheffield are going to beat us in overtime. And they're going to beat us 4-3.
4-3 overtime. I have went for the old famous Sheffield Steelers scoreline.
5-1?
5-1 Steelers. Just on that, Senior, would you like to announce this week's competition for the weekend?
I certainly will.
If you can remember it.
I can. I'm just thinking
I can see the wheels there.
So, yeah. So, there's 2 games. However, there is only 1 voucher, right? We are not doing a voucher for the Saturday game and then a voucher for the Sunday game. That's not very good business for us, for Paddy. So, 1 voucher. And what we're wanting is, and I can't remember, somebody with a Stars player. And who's going to score the most points?
Yes. Which Stars player has the most points over the whole weekend?
Yeah.
So if Dryden down, for example, you say Dryden, he could have 1 goal on Saturday and 3 assists on Sunday. Tubman was 4, so he'd be potentially the top point scorer compared to maybe Spencer Nash, who only has 0 points on the Saturday and 2 points on the Sunday. It's the combined weekend.
Both games combined. Yeah. So that's it. Stars points. Junior will put up in the post. Get your guesses in. They will stop prior to face-off as normal. And all we want is, and it's only for Stars players, by the way, right? Just forget about the Steelers and Nottingham. It's Stars player. Which Stars player is going to have the most points in the combined games?
Yeah.
And how many?
No, just the player.
Just the player. Okay, no.
Fucking hell. Why didn't I say Dryden Down has 5 points or Spencer Nash has 6 points? Anyway, if it's just the player's name, if nobody gets any points, then you'll all be in the draw.
Then we keep the voucher.
You'll all be everyone who has a guess will be in the draw. Okay.
That'll be some wheel. The wheel will be massive.
Oh God, I know.
It's a massive wheel.
I did also forget to say actually earlier, Senior, that some folk weren't paying attention last week on the competition, and they guessed 1 after warm up, and 2 had guessed the next day. They guessed on the Saturday afternoon.
And there's a third.
Oh, there's a third?
There's a third. Somebody thinks you get more than 2 points for a game.
Fucking hell.
Liz Davison.
5 points.
5 points. Sassy.
Anyway, so yeah, some people guessed it after the warm-up, during the warm-up and after the warm-up, and some folk guessed on the Saturday, right? It's the same for this one, okay? It has to be done before the warm-up on the Saturday, all right? If you guess after it, I'll delete your comments, okay? I'm not want to call anybody out, especially when one of these... Oh, fuck, okay. Well, listen, I do apologise to this person. I'm going to call him out, and it's against Senior. And Senior, you're going to have to deal with him now. But Mr. Chris Brinster, pay attention, okay? You have to do it before the games, all right? No midway through the weekend. Mr. Brinster was one of many, okay? There was a few people.
There's a time delay.
Yeah, right enough. Aye, that's what it is. So, yes, that was, yeah. Anyway.
You know what, fellas? It's fight night.
Junior versus Senior. The gloves are off.
So, gloves off sponsor Junior versus Chris Brinster by the sounds of it now. Junior versus Senior back this week. Senior managed to get 3 out of 5 after he's mumping and moaning about it being rigged and no being correct. And he went and checked it even online on the fucking show, and I was correct. And so Senior got 3 out of 5. Not too bad, not too shabby. Still Senior keeping it up.
Yeah.
15 points so far. Against my 13. So
here we go. Are you ready?
I am ready.
So I've went down the same route as you went last week.
Okay.
Right. Where I'll give you a player, then I'll give you a different player, and then you follow on for that player and our player, etc., etc. So we've spoke about this guy a lot on this podcast today, Junior. So the
okay, see if you say I'm fucking Kylie, I'm leaving the show.
Bye. So, last season, Cameron Kylie played 43 games.
Okay, I'll come back.
Half what? That'd been so funny if you couldn't get back, eh?
I run the show. Of course I'd get back.
Right, so last season, Cameron Kylie played 43 games.
Okay.
Dylan Lawrence.
How
many games did Dylan Lawrence play? Was it higher or lower than Cameron Kylie's 43 games last season?
I'm going to say he played less because he had quite a few injuries.
You are incorrect.
Oh.
Dylan Lawrence played 49 games.
Fuck. Did he play as many as that?
Yeah.
He was out with that bloody shoulder.
I know. Yeah. And from that, okay.
Yeah.
Dylan Lawrence scored 9 goals.
Oh, fuck, right, okay. Fucking hell, we're changing it massively here.
All right.
Cheating bastard.
This is what you done to me last week.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
I did all goals last week.
Oh, no. I'm mixing it up.
See, because you're a cheating fucker.
Dylan Lawrence scored 9 goals. Did David Turon score more or less than 9 goals? You remember David Turon?
Yeah, big guy, 14.
Good player.
He wasn't that good a player, but he was still.
Yeah, he was.
Fuck it, I'm just going to say more. I have no idea on this one.
Press the incorrect button again, Junior.
Yeah, I don't think it's any more than that.
David Turon.
This is what you do when you get the lead. You're a cheating fucker.
David Turon scored 5 goals.
Okay.
There's no cheating. It's only higher
carry
or
on.
lower.
No, carry on.
People are watching the Bairn going in the half. Like the Bairn's going in the half.
Listen, I'm just doing what you just repeat what you do. Just gain it back.
David Turon had 11 assists for the Stars. Okay. Scott Brannan, did he have more or less than 11 assists for the Stars?
So Scotty Brannan came in, halfway through a season and then played a full season after it, I'm sure. I think it was a season and a half. 11, did you say, sorry?
11 for Turon.
I'm going to say more.
Scott Brannan was less. And I'm actually, he had 9, and I'm actually doubting myself as well now. No, 9 assists. He played 11 games and then 38. And he only had 11. He only had 9 assists.
Fuck you.
But Scott Brannan.
You like him with 11, Jesus.
But Scott Brannan had 16 points. Did Giannis Ozelins have more or less than 16 points?
Was that the boy for Hull? How was it? Ozelins.
I think it was boy with the white hair.
Did he white hair?
Think so. Blonde hair. Did he?
So you had many points, sorry?
Brannan had 16. Ozelins.
Giannis Ozelins. I'm sensing a theme here this week.
What is the theme?
That you've went lower every fucking time. At this point, yeah. Higher.
There was a theme, Junior. You were right. It's lower. You had 12.
Honest to God, you've absolutely fucked it this week.
How? Tell me why.
You've actually been quoted last week. I'll do the same as you next week, but I'll do it for something like assists.
Well, I just changed it up.
Yeah, fucking wait till fucking next week then.
Listen, if it's higher and lower, you could only be right.
Say wait till next week.
What is that?
Wait till next week.
So, Giannis Ozelins had 8 penalty minutes.
Sorry, I was just getting ready to press it.
Timmy Krause. Higher or lower? Hey, you've got one right.
That is correct.
He had 18. So there you go.
Oh, wait till next week, folks. That's going to be a fun one.
Can't believe. Listen, you can that Hunty's going to message us because you spat the dummy out. You've spat the dummy out on the podcast.
It's going to be a fun one. Right. So we're still sponsored on this day. Senior, we had no birthdays, we had no leavers, no sign-ins, no contract extensions. Fuck off. We just had 3 games.
Oh.
And the Elite League website was still able to fuck this up.
Go on now.
Because it's still not working. So we had an away in 2017 on the 2nd of December. We had an away league loss at the Guildford Flames. It said by 7-4. But they only had 3 goal scorers, but no a 4th goal on the website. So I think it might have been 7-3. Goals scored by Malcolm Gould, Jimmy Jensen, and Gabriel Lavette. In 2018, we had an away league win at the Cardiff Devils. It says by 3-2 in a shootout, but it doesn't show anybody scoring the shootout winner. It actually had Matt Marquis scoring the first goal in the first period with no time on it. And then goals by Johan Anderson and Captain Fantastic Dryden Down. I think Mark Marquis had the shootout winner in that game.
I think he might have.
And in 2023, we had a home league loss versus the Sheffield Steelers by 6-4. However, the Elite League website, yet again, only gave 3 goals with times and no 4th goal for the Stars, so it could have been 6-3. Goals by Paratino, Ryan Valentini, and Brendan Harms. So it didn't care if it was 6-4 or 6-3. So on this day, might be finished.
So
we need to get a new segment.
thinking back to the Elite League website, right? And on Sunday,
that was a shambles. That was great.
I'm looking at it thinking 2-9. Oh, it's only 2-9. And then I think you messaged me and somebody else messages fucking shambles. And I'm like, fuck, we're only getting beat 2-9. And somebody says, go and look at Flash score.
Okay. It was Stoney. Stoney messaged me saying, "Oh, fucking hell, 7-0." I went and looked at it. I was like, "Stoney, it only says 3-0 for me. Can we keep it that way?"
Yeah, that was one. You know what? You're right. There'd have been better off no turning up, just getting beat 3-0.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
We could do that. Could we do that? Could we just
forfeit the game?
Forfeit a game.
Yeah.
Just say, fuck it, we're not playing.
Yeah.
3-0.
We can.
Okay.
We absolutely can. That is us for this week, everyone. Thank you for tuning in yet again. Please do always remember to like and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at AVFS Section C. Honestly, see to remember these things. The Buy Me a Coffee is above. Thank you again to those that still donate. It does help us massively run this part of it, and also keeps Senior cozy when he's got his wee Rockets mug, which he's forgot to bring on the show again.
After texting you, it's saying, mind your Rockets mug.
Your Rocket.
And then as I'm driving him, I say, "Oh, guess what? I forgot the Rockets mug."
Yeah.
Next week, definite.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, folks. It's been a pleasure. If not, talking about miserable results. Yeah. Hopefully next week we are sitting here a wee bit happier. Where games against the Panthers and Sheffield, picking up some points, and hopefully, Don McKaylee winner on who scores the most points. Listen, enjoy the rest of your week, folks, and we will see you on Saturday, if not Sunday.